The following video gives you some interesting information about the brain disorder Prosopagnosia, or also called face blindness. A person with face blindness is not able to recognize familiar faces. This means they still see faces, but they can't tell who this person is. The face just makes no sense to them, and they are even incapable of recognizing their own face in the mirror. One patient, for example, described that faces don't look normal anymore. They are distorted and contorted like some sketches by Picasso. Furthermore, patients diagnosed with face blindness are often not able to recognize facial expressions and judge a person's age or gender. Important to know is that despite the problem of recognizing faces, they still have a fully intact knowledge about people. There are two different types of prosopagnosia. One is developmental prosopagnosia. Here, a person has facial blindness from birth on without having brain damage. The other type is acquired prosopagnosia. This means the patients develop facial blindness after brain damage. For example, by experiencing a stroke or a head injury.
Prosopagnosia can be caused by lesions and hemorrhages where there is bleeding in the brain, caused by stroke in the occipital lobe. Studies suggest that there are many areas found in the brain that are responsible for causing prosopagnosia. There may be up to 44 lesion locations in the brain, many of which connecting to the right fusiform face area and the occipital face area.
Face blindness has a great impact on a patient's life. Persons often develop social anxiety disorder, show depressive symptoms, and avoid social interaction. It is difficult for them to form relationships. For example, someone with facial blindness may not recognize a new classmate on the hallway and is therefore not greeting them. The new classmate could therefore think the person is being avoidant. This makes it really difficult to form new friendships.
One common way to diagnose prosopagnosia is a famous faces test. Here, the patient has to identify famous people like politicians or actors. Patients are also asked to memorize and later recognize faces one has never seen before, or they are asked to spot similarities and differences between faces presented next to each other.
There are some training programs to help improve facial recognition. However, most of them are still in the early stages. Thus, patients mostly rely on compensatory strategies, like the person's hair, clothes, voice, or even gait. Because there is such limited treatment available, coping mechanisms such as avoiding uncomfortable situations, like abstaining from being the first person to make an introduction, may help the patient to get more comfortable in dealing with this condition.